Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Institution again. The Cloud Institution is the best software training institution. So today in this video we're going to see another very interesting Terraform series. Okay, so Terraform deletes states manually. So now we are going to see that so how to delete the Terraform states manually. Okay, so that so it won't reflect. So we are going to see a lot of videos on Terraform states in this in the recent days. So today in this video we're going to see about how to delete states manually. Okay, so that it won't impact the others. Okay, so in the last video we have seen how to how to delete the Terraform resources using Terraform RM, Terraform state RM. Okay, now we can see the another option now. So now as you can see here, so this is my configuration. So in my configuration I'm creating 4 users. Okay, so user 1 and user 2, user 3 and user 4 on IAM. Okay, so now I'm going to do Terraform state list again. So here there is no Terraform state is available. All right, so there's no Terraform state. Okay, so if you can see the Terraform state file, so there is no content over here. All right, so there's no content. Now what we can do is we are going to see that the Terraform plan. Okay, so Terraform plan will show me that what are the resources that is going to create. Okay, so here is going to be showing that Terraform 4 resources is going to be creating Cloud Institution 1, 2, 3 and 4. All right, now what are we going to do today is that so now I'm going to Terraform apply. Okay, so whenever I do Terraform apply, what happens is that so it will just going to create the 4 resources, so that and the Terraform as you can see only 9 lines are there. So it will be, if I can give yes, Terraform state file will start filling it. Okay, so you can see here it was only the 9 lines. Now it's got created so much. Okay, all right, so now how I'm going to show you that how are you going to delete the Terraform states manually. Okay, so sometimes right, the Terraform is corrupted so with a state file, then we may need to fix it manually. Okay, so we should know that how the Terraform state is been adding the configuration in Terraform state file. So this is going to be kind of a Terraform operations in the state file. Okay, so now if you can see Terraform state list, Terraform. Okay, if you can see Terraform state list, this is going to show me that Terraform 4 resources created, user 1, user 2, user 3 and user 4. Okay, so now if you can see it's like so 4 resources are created in the console as well. Okay, now what we can do is that I'm going to delete I'm going to delete some of the Terraform configuration. For example, I'm going to delete Terraform resource 4. Okay, but I don't want it to do Terraform destroy. Okay, so which may impact, okay, which may impact other resources in some of the cases, so we don't want to do Terraform destroy. Okay, so now if you do Terraform plan. Okay, it's going to be removing this particular Terraform configuration, so it's going to be doing Terraform destroy. Okay, so if you don't want it to do execute this Terraform destroy, for example, for some reasons I don't have access to I don't have access to run it, or I don't want it to do a Terraform Terraform apply or Terraform destroy to destroy this specific resources, what we can do is that we can go and delete the Terraform this Terraform source file from the directory. Okay, so from the state file. So if we can go to the state file, we should understand that so if it is a 4 resources created, what are the resources? Okay, because the instances, the user 1, okay, user 1 and user 2. Okay, so the user 2, user 2 and user 3. Okay, and then the user 4. Okay, now what we can do is that, for example, I'm going to delete user 3. Okay, so instead of user 4 I'm going to delete user 3, so because it's very easy for you to understand. Okay, now you can see here, if you go back now. Okay, so now if you see here, so this is one block, so this is one block, right? So this particular block will have the Terraform user 4. Okay, I'm not sure, I forgot that, so if I show you the Terraform states on, okay, so I showed the Terraform states list, right? Now I'm going to remove the Terraform state of for user 4. Now what I have to do is that I have to comment this out. I know I'm going to so I'm going to select from here. Okay, so what I do is I'm going to select from here. I'm going to comment it out all the way down till here. Okay, so this is the particular configuration which is having the Terraform, Terraform operates Terraform resource for user 3. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a Terraform. I'm going to delete this one from the state file directly. Okay, instead of using any other commands. So now this configuration is up to date. All right. Now what I'm going to do is that if I can go and see the Terraform state list, you must be seeing that you can see Terraform state 1, 2, and 4 will be there, and then Terraform 3 is not there. Okay, this is what something, but you should be very careful that what has to be removed from the state file. But it is not recommended. Sometimes it is not recommended that recommended to change anything on the Terraform state files. All right. So if you wanted to know the Terraform state file how it works, then you should go through that each and every resources how this is going to be managed. Now, if you do Terraform plan, what happens? Okay, so now if I'm doing Terraform plan, what's going to be happening is that there's going to reference state no infrastructure, so no infrastructure matches the configuration. So my infrastructure matches the configuration. Okay, but now I've removed this Terraform user 3, so which means that it's not going to impact anything from my state file. Okay, without running any commands, I'll just directly remove that state from the state file. Okay, this is how we'll be doing removing the state things from the state file. Okay, so that's it about this video, guys. So hope you understand this question. So if you have any other questions on Terraform state files, please post your comments in the below comment section. Okay, so if you have any questions on on the courses, and please reach out to us on this number. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the rest of the video in the future.